Okay, I'm back. This is Deborah Hardman, owner of Nature's Healing, back with you. Uh, we you we had this conversation back when about Taxbot and all the great benefits. First of all, how you get started with Taxbot with Young Living Essential Oils is you go to your back office and not at the dashboard of the member news. You scroll all the way down to member resources. You click on that, and then you click on the business center, which is like one of the buttons down here. So once I clicked on the business center, all these all these things popped up, all these different areas that you can look out and check. Even oily tools is back here, so I can put that in my you can add that as your app and get credit for it. So Taxbot, you click on Taxbot, the the button there in your back office, so that way you'll be able to receive the discount. Because as I was looking through here, I didn't do it this way. I actually signed up a few years ago, and I did it through my phone. I got the app and then I downloaded it, and then we had a call. Now, one of the really cool things here, why I love TaxBot, so you can click on the save 50% now, get a discount. I think I used to pay 10 and now it's $5 a month, which is fantastic. So the difference is I'm going to show you on the website all the different varieties of things. And there's different varieties on the phone as well. So I'm not sure, but I do know whenever I put stuff in on the phone, it will show up online. That's the beauty of this. You are literally virtual now when you go to doing your deductions and everything. When I go, when I take and go on a trip, I always have my location set, and and then I click on my. Oh, I could even show you this because it's. See if this is that close. See, I'm going to have to brighten up my screen so you can really see this. Okay. So I click on, let me make sure that's completely on there for you. I have a travel folder, and I click on my Taxbot in there, and then it brings up, and I didn't even finish with that. Okay, save. So it will literally bring up, this is your dashboard screen on your phone. And what you'll do is when you want to start adding a trip and you're out and about, not sure if you're doing anything business-wise, I always add a trip no matter what, because you never know when you're going to run into somebody who says you smell good, or all of a sudden you're hearing somebody say something about, I like to learn more about oil, so I hit this the button that says start, and then it's already starting to track me. I will actually exit back out of that, and then I can go back to full screen. When I get to the place, if I purchase something, I will need to literally end the trip. It's like, oh, let me end it. Or go back. And then I add the expense in there, so you can already have it. Now, the great news is I love about this is the fact that um, I have an account that my husband and I both can use. He's got this app on his phone. We have the both same username and password. He logs into his, I log into mine. At the beginning of January, that's why I'm doing this now, you will, when you get this app, if you and your husband have two separate businesses, make sure you add in their business names. Now, let's say if you don't have a business name and you're under your own name, you add your name in there, but you add it. See if I can. I'm not sure if this. I'm not used to the this part yet. Trips, and of course you can see on here. I'm showing you the difference in there, but um, they have tutorials in here that you can learn how to set up your account and all that great stuff. Trying to see what you can see. So you can do all that. we have our main banking attached to it too now. So that way all I have to do is click on something and I can set what it is that it was and change it out. And it's nice because I can also turn around and say, oh, that was a business expense. And yes, it was a plus. So we used that much. We went there, where it was at, who it was with. Okay, it's under, and see, this is all of our different names. We have like 3 of them. We have a personal and 2 business ones. So that way we at least have an idea of what ones we're using. We tap on the business one that we used, and then we click on save. Now, because it was in the banking, we can actually do that. Everything is secured with this. And plus, by the way, the link below is going to have a YouTube video of Sandy, who actually is the who produced the Taxbot, and it will have a lot of video tutorials. But the reason why we have loved this so much, and you can see all of our different things with trips we've done, is because we can put both of our businesses together on it for $5 a month, and it's completely has helped stop anything when it comes to taxes for Craig and I, because it used to be we would have miles and mounds of receipts. We just take the receipt itself. We go to, whoops, I need to go to that one. Yes, I want to go back. We go to the expenses. Oops. Click on the expense button. That's right there. Click that. And it takes you right to the screen of filling out everything that you would need expense-wise. And if you do it the day of, it actually has the date of that. But if it, like yesterday was the Myers trip and it had something different, it will actually go through and you change it down to the 27th. Sometimes, oh my goodness, if you forget, at the end of the year, you can actually run a report, which my husband loves reports, and he can figure out if something got duplicated or whatever, then we can wipe that out, which is fantastic. We don't want duplications. But these are wonderful, great reasons why we have a smartphone and why we use it, because it tracks everything. We used to do a Neat, and it was so hard sometimes. Apparently, I had so much stuff to input into a computer that it overloaded. Didn't work well. And now that this is so virtual, you take a picture of the receipt. Yes, it uploads into the cloud of whatever on your computer. So let's say I'm traveling and stuff, and all of a sudden my husband needs to know where we're at with stuff like that. He can actually go onto the website or on his app itself and see what I've spent and where we've gone. And literally, it's all right there for both of us. I mean, there's no confusion with that, and it's fantastic. I'm going to see what else I can show you that I haven't talked about anyway. And it's just wonderful how they do so many different variations with this. Looks like you can do even a printout. See the add trip thing? There's a button here over on the upper right hand corner that shows you can add a trip. So in case you forgot to use your phone when you're traveling and you are one of those people who has a notepad and writes it down, the date, what you started with, what your ending miles is, what it was for, you can come home and plug it right in here without even having the smartphone either. Isn't that awesome? So you can do it either way. It probably will happen sometimes that way too, because takes up battery juice and all that stuff. So these are all different ways you can do this, and I'm sure Sandy has a whole lot more educational things on this. But start, let's say, 3. Ooh, see which one I haven't plugged in yet. To give you an idea. Okay. Actually, I want to do trip expenses. So all of this stuff in a nutshell, helps Craig and I figure out exactly what we need to do throughout the year and allocate, like Dave Ramsey, we do the budgeting thing. You literally can see everything step by step by step, and it's $5 a month. Not that hard, very cool, and I just love how it just goes through and does all the stuff for you so you can be mindless. And quite honestly, one of our favorite things was that so helped our marriage and the fact that we didn't have to deal with all the different reports and what we had to do next and all of this stuff. And I was like, yes, because it can be bothersome sometimes, and you don't want it to be. You want it to be joyful at the end of the year, and all of a sudden say, oh, sweet. So here's some of our expenses and stuff. So and add expenses up in the upper right hand corner. You click on the add expenses over here to see where my cursor went to. It's right over here. Apparently I'm thinking a lot because it's not. There it goes. So I had a Myers run the other day. So I go down here and description, I bought groceries. So when the time comes for it to pop up, I'll be able to just say food. And yes, you will, I believe, if I remember correctly, you want to make sure you have descriptions of everything taken care of. See, it will remind you of what things you've typed in before. So if that's not what you want, then you just have to add a new one in. Obviously, I don't type in as much here as I do on the phone. And it will not remember on the phone, just up here for some reason. So those are different things you can figure out. You attach a receipt. Yes, and you can attach the trip. All those things attaches together. So that way, if you ever get audited, then everything is right there. The picture of it, where you've been, all the trip. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. It shows you where you've been, location-wise. So when you are on a trip, it will know exactly where you have been, and there's no question about it. That was one of my other favorite things that I love about this. And I'll have to click on this so I can show you. I completely forgot when I was in here. Taking a little while. Probably because I'm videoing plus doing this. So it will. You can also get reports too along the way, which is wonderful. So you can see where you're tracking at. So that's, in a way, if you're doing the monthly budget and stuff, you can actually see and visualize a grid sheet of where you've been, what you're doing, and how things are happening. Yeah, you could probably get to see that earlier. It's going to show you the grid sheet of where we went in here, because this is where the picture shows up of the computer route. And now I'm trying to figure out when it's going to pop up. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, something that maybe Sandy didn't cover over anything, I don't know what he would not have, but these are things and why Craig and I enjoy using this for both of our businesses combined. And yes, it is best to start off in the brand new year. That's why I'm doing this recording at the end of December, so that way you all know. See, there's the picture, and it showed exactly my route, what I did. And the nice thing is down here at the bottom, it says a round trip. So when you get somewhere, you're going to go back through that way. You just click round trip, and it just figures it out for you, which is fantastic. So it literally takes care of everything that we used to worry about and does it all. So, and feel free to like the video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel for more updated education. As people are asking me questions, I'll make sure to do another quick video so that way you can be always up to date and you can know firsthand and share it with a friend. So You have a wonderful, happy new year, and we'll talk to you then. This is Deborah Hardman with owner of Nature's Healing signing off. See down here, this is personal, and there's the round trip. I round tripped it. Also, you can add on your vehicles of your choosing that you use. See, we used to have other ones. So advertising Young Living Essential Oil. So then I saved it and deletes and all the tracking. So it's very informative. Very. There's no question about that. Oh, it's very detailed, and Craig can see everything. I can see everything. We just know what's going on. So I hope that answered all of your questions, and you have been well educated. Please do go to the YouTube of Sandy's link down below. He will definitely explain a lot more information. He's definitely used to work for the IRS, so he does know everything that there is to know about what you have to have in the app. So there's no question about it. So here we go. I'm going to sign off and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.